My journey has been long. I started photography in 1954. I never thought I would ever visit countries like America and other countries in Europe. But I found myself in America in 1961, during the height of oppression. These two countries, South Africa and America, shared the same animal, but with different skins. One being segregation, one being apartheid. When I picked up my camera, I said, this is my gun. This is a gun I'm going to use to fight apartheid. And I used my gun to fight apartheid. No one came between me and my picture. I never believed in asking for permission. Should you say to me, why did you take my picture? I apologize profusely. I'm sorry. I've got my picture already. Drum Magazine was a magazine that never believed in photographers coming back without pictures. You had to make plans. There was a demonstration in a small town in the Transvaal called Zeerust. The entire press of South Africa was banned in entering that town when African women were being charged for protesting against the issue of passes to men, women, and children. Drum Magazine was there. Ken Temba and I went there a day before. And we dressed like the people of Zeerust. When these women were taken to court, I went to the nearest shop, bought myself half a loaf of bread. I scooped the inside of the bread. I put my Leica camera in the bread. I pretending I was eating my bread. I was taking photographs. When I thought that they would now find out why is this person eating this bread for so long, I went back to the shop and bought myself a pint of milk. I threw out the milk and put my camera release in my pocket, and I started taking pictures. Drum Magazine was the only magazine that had pictures. When the women were marching to Pretoria to demonstrate against the passes, this was in 1956, I was there. In 1956, when Tristan trial was there, Magubane was there too. In 1960, Sharpeville, when they massacred 69 people and 200 were injured, I was there. I was shocked. I had never seen so many people dead. But I said to myself, hey, wake up, take pictures. My editor, Tom Hopkinson, was very disappointed with the type of pictures that I brought. He said, I would have loved to see a picture of a bullet piercing through someone's bone, someone's spectacles, a close-up of someone's spectacles and the body behind. It was in June 16, 1976, that I realized that Tom Hopkinson was right. Close-up pictures are very important. Then I got arrested and charged under Section 6 of the Communism Act. Do I look like a communist? We went through with that case. We were found guilty and not guilty and discharged. We were arrested at the same time as the judge said you are discharged. And now we were arrested under the Terrorism Act. We were the first in South Africa. We were about 20 who were appearing in that trial to be charged under the Terrorism Act. Do I look like a terrorist? We had a very good team of advocates who came to prison every day to come and take statements from us. And when we appeared, we were found not guilty and discharged. I was immediately banned for 5 years, which meant I could not work as a photographer, nor be in the company of more than 2 people at the time. I could not leave my area for another area without a permit. I had to report to the police every Monday. Because of that, my children had to change their surnames. Surnames had to sound like they are colors. Magubane became Magurban. My daughter and my son Charlie were able to go to Swaziland because they were not Magubanes, they were Magurans. Came the release of our first president, Mr. Mandela. He chose me. He said, I would like you to be my photographer whilst I'm still not a president. I was taken aback, and I did the best I could. As a result, I came out with a book that is called Mandela, Man of the People. There are those that have paid a price. We all have paid a price in bringing South Africa to a standstill. All our pictures were sent outside the world so that the world could see what apartheid is like, how people were treated. To us, photographers and writers, especially photographers, we had sleepless nights working, making sure that the world understands what is happening in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, let me not say too much. Forward, photographers of South Africa and the world.